Hi, I'm Amy Rota-Poulin, and today we are bringing the cooking to you. But first, we're going to go meet Bob's reindeer, and we're gonna see some tractors, shopping. You're just gonna have to see. Let's go. Turn your culinary challenges into delicious opportunities. Hi, I'm Amy Rota-Poulin, and today we are in for a huge treat. This is Bob Smith. And Bob has a lovely reindeer farm, and he's kind enough to let us come see the reindeer. We always love to do something super fun for the holidays, and this is by far the best. So, Bob, how long have you had reindeer for?
Since 98, January of 98, so it's 16 years.
16 years. And the three reindeer that we will be meeting shortly are
Dally, and Dylan, and Hunter.
And Hunter.
Hunter's the bull.
Okay, well, I can't wait to meet them all. I think I met Dylan at the fair, at the Washington County Fair.
Yep, yes you did.
She was so cute,
Yeah.
She already had velvet. So come on, let's go see these reindeer.
They're native to Europe and Asia, where caribou are the Western Hemisphere equivalent. Contrary to what people think, they're not the same. Easily they can survive 60, 70 below zero for months at a time. They eat lichen or twigs, and they eat very, very little in the winter. Their metabolism changes so that my deer here will eat in a given day 5 or 6 times as much in the summer as they will in the winter. They don't give off any heat. They're so insulated that if they're laying out there and it snows on them, unless they get up and shake it off or the sun melts it, they don't give off any body heat.
Pierre and I had such a wonderful time at Bob and Wendy's reindeer farm. They're such great people, and we learned so much. We even came home with antlers from Dolly, the reindeer that we met. They were last year's antlers. And wait till you see what we did with them for our holiday party. Okay, so very quickly, I'm going to show you how to make a fabulous cheese platter. So simple. Just get a decorative board and put a few different kinds of cheeses on it. We do some sharp cheeses. Try to do a geometrical pattern. It just makes it look prettier. I've got delicious goat cheese. I have some Boursin cheese, which has all this garlic and herbs, and it's soft and good. I've got some gorgeous gluten-free flatbread crackers. And you can have gluten-free pretzels. We have some olives, a little dish of roasted red peppers, and even some prunes and delicious fresh apples from one of the orchards up the road that we love so much. So let's go see the party. It is tree decorating here at the Rota-Poulin house. Let's go. I'm Amy Rota-Poulin, and today I am at my local ShopRite whipping up something quick. What I'm making today is a raspberry mustard pretzel dip. So I've got some gorgeous gluten-free pretzels, raspberry jam, and we're gonna use about a cup. Then I've got some gluten-free horseradish mustard. We're gonna put 4 tablespoons in, about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. Just mix it all together, and there you have it, an instant family favorite. Thank you for cooking gluten-free with me, Amy Rota-Poulin at ShopRite.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Liz.
We own Samantha's Cafe and Catering.
One of the things I really appreciate about O'Brien Insurance is that you know, how often do you brag about your insurance guy?
All of my home policies are with John, Samantha's, my husband's business, so we really use him for everything.
We've been here a long time, and we plan on being here for a long time in the future.
People you know, agents you trust.
Come meet Amy Saturday, December 20th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Slingerland ShopRite. Enjoy holiday treats and festivities with Santa and his reindeer.
Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to whip up a fabulous dessert. I have some delicious gluten-free shortbread cookies. Just crush them right in the bag, pour them into a bowl. For the cheesecake part, I'm going to use some mascarpone cheese, 4 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just stir it together until it's all combined. Fresh strawberry, and right into the cookies. You can have a platter of these done in no time. Super easy, your guests will love it, and the best part, everything was available right here at your local ShopRite. We're going to kick off this festive feast with one of the best ways I know how, a delicious cocktail. So this is called a coconut cream pie martini. It's very simple. I have some local raw honey. I'm gonna rim my glass in that. Oops, sticking a bit, there we go. And then I've got some toasted coconut. It's unsweetened toasted coconut because the honey is gonna give it all the sweetness it needs. Look how pretty, just like snow. Now for the drink part. I've got some maple syrup. About a tablespoon of maple syrup. I have some unsweetened coconut milk. And we're gonna put the rest of that in just like so. And there's a few other little ingredients that we're going to add. A touch of vanilla extract, about 1/4 teaspoon. A skewer here from the cheese board. A touch of nutmeg. And because this first coconut cream pie is going to be a cocktail, I've got a little bit of rum. All right, now for my guests that are having mocktails. We're gonna do the same process. You still want that touch of vanilla extract. Give another little stir. And then a nice little dust of nutmeg. Now I know my friend Sarah loves a mocktail. So let me get Sarah. Sarah, ready to cheers with me? Enjoy. Ready? Cheers. Cheers. Good?
This is delicious.
Okay, let's go do some more tree decorating.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's go. Crab rangoons are one of my family's favorite foods. Now, we haven't been able to have them in a long time because, well, they're usually not gluten-free. Today we are making these amazing, creamy, crunchy crab rangoon bites. All right, enough talk, let's get cooking. Okay, so I have right here some beautiful crab meat, and I got this in the refrigerated section over by seafood. It's in a can, and I have 1 pound. I also have 1 pound of goat cheese. Now, if you don't have any goat cheese, you can also use 1 pound of cream cheese. It'll work just as well. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Now, there's a few things that are gonna go in there, and one of those things is scallions. I've got 5 scallions, and you're just gonna start chopping them up. Just cut the ends off with the white roots. And if you get anything like this, like a little peely, just throw it off. Cut the ends off. Now, I like to use the whites and the greens, and then just go into nice little rounds. But when you're having a party, you have a huge advantage. You have guests, therefore you have sous chefs. Hey Jess,
Yeah?
would you come help me out?
Sure.
All right. This is my friend Jessica, and she's going to help me. So you just like this, Jess.
Okay.
Cut up all these scallions. All right, I'm passing this over to you.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay. So now while Jess gets going on those scallions, we're gonna also chop up some garlic. Just take the garlic, quick pop. Just get the skins off. And then just finely chop the garlic. All right, so my garlic's all chopped. Jess, how are you doing?
Doing good.
All right,
Just
almost
finishing
ready?
up here, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so just take your crab and your cheese, and you're gonna just mix them together. Now you want the mixture to be really firm because we're going to use an ice cream scoop to scoop them into little bites. Now, let's just add everything in. So I've got my 2 cloves of diced garlic. It wouldn't be one of my recipes without maple syrup. Got a tablespoon of maple syrup. Okay, I'm gonna take all of these beautiful scallions from Jess. Want to throw some in?
Yep.
Perfect. And a little bit of gluten-free tamari sauce or soy sauce. Make sure it's gluten-free though. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons and a dash of ground ginger, about 1/4 teaspoon, and a pinch of salt. Okay, mix it all together. So now that my crab mixture is all mixed together, I've got right here some brown rice flour mixed with a little bit of tapioca flour and some salt. And then here I've just got 2 beaten eggs. And we're just going to go flour, egg, flour. I'm going to show you how to do it. So we just take a little crab rangoon bite, plop it right in the flour. I'm going to do 2 at once and be efficient. Okay. And if you just take a little fork, you just kind of lightly roll it in the flour. Shaking the excess off, right into the egg. And then back into the flour. If your crab rangoon mixture got a little too soft, don't worry. Just put a little bit of plastic wrap in it and stick it in the fridge for a few minutes. When it's nice and firm, come try this again. Okay, so this is what one looks like when you put it on a plate. We're just gonna throw the rest of these together. Our crab rangoon bites are fresh from the freezer, and I've got some olive oil in my pan, and it's nice and hot. I'm gonna just gently plop in our little crab rangoon bites, and you're gonna hear a nice little sizzle. Okay. While keeping an eye on my crab rangoon bites, because you want to check. They only take about 2 minutes per side. We're gonna make a homemade duck sauce. And once you make homemade duck sauce, it is so easy, you're not gonna wanna buy it again. So I have a 1.5 cups of organic, unsweetened applesauce. I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of pineapple juice. I have 1/4 cup of raspberry preserves. We're gonna do a tablespoon of soy sauce. This is gluten-free soy sauce. And a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna whisk this all together. Perfect. And then a touch of ginger. And 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. That's it. Now if you want to make traditional duck sauce, just leave out the raspberry preserves and the ginger. All right. Oh, I'm going to add a little bit of salt too. Let's check these delightful little bites. Oh, they're getting nice and golden brown. So the reason why we froze the little crab rangoon bites is because we want them nice and firm. So the outside can get golden brown without them falling apart, and the inside nice and creamy and delicious. And you've got a plate lined with a couple of paper towels so we can drain them. Scoop it right out of there onto the paper towel. Perfect. Now if they pop open a little bit, that's okay. Makes it even better. So easy to serve. Just take your crab rangoon bites and put them on a lovely bed of greens. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of our duck sauce, drizzle it over the top. I've got some of those diced scallions that Jess had diced up earlier. Goes right on top. And then last but not least, I have some freeze-dried jalapeno peppers, which turn red, just like that. Just for some color and the zest. All right. That's it. Beautiful, delicious crab rangoon bites. Now let's see what the people think. Okay, everybody, come try some bites.
These are really good.
Gotta make sure Dad gets one. All right, I've got to head back into the kitchen to go get some more ingredients. When we come back, we are going to be making these fabulous avocado quesadillas. See you in a few. Hi, today I'm taking you to my local ShopRite to whip up something super quick, perfect for the holidays. Come on. I love shopping at ShopRite because they have an extensive gluten-free aisle that makes it so easy to shop for the holidays. Visit your local ShopRite with 4 convenient locations in the capital region: Niskayuna, Slingerlands, Colony, and Albany. Turn your culinary challenges into delicious opportunities.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Liz.
We own Samantha's Cafe and Catering.
One of the things I really appreciate about O'Brien Insurance is that you know, how often do you brag about your insurance guy?
All of my home policies are with John, Samantha's, my husband's business, so we really use him for everything.
We've been here a long time, and we plan on being here for a long time in the future.
People you know, agents you trust.
Come meet Amy Saturday, December 20th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Slingerland ShopRite. Enjoy holiday treats and festivities with Santa and his reindeer.
Hi, I'm Rota-Poulin, and today I am at my local ShopRite whipping up something quick. What I'm making today is a raspberry mustard pretzel dip. So I've got some gorgeous gluten-free pretzels, raspberry jam, and we're gonna use about a cup. Then I've got some gluten-free horseradish mustard. We're gonna put 4 tablespoons in, about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. Just mix it all together, and there you have it, an instant family favorite. Thank you for cooking gluten-free with me, Amy Rota-Poulin at ShopRite. We are here at the Holiday Tractor Parade in Greenwich, New York. This is Pierre's and my first time ever coming to this parade. Our friend Cameron tells us it's pretty awesome, so we're gonna go check it out. Come on with us. One of the things that Pierre and I did was we went to a lighted tractor parade in Greenwich. It was our first time ever going. I've got to say, our friends Cameron and Hannah told us about it and brought us there, and it was a lot of fun. And we're gonna make these avocado egg rolls quesadilla style. Okay, so first I've got my avocado. I just cut around, pop it right in half. Be very careful when you do that. You take the knife, stick it right into the pit, twist, out it comes. And then we're just gonna cut these into slices. Okay. We're gonna take a couple of tomatoes and we're gonna cut them into slices also. Then I've got some cilantro. We only need a couple of tablespoons. When I was growing up in Humulus Landing, my mom and dad every Christmas Eve invited the whole neighborhood, all 18 people, over for an awesome feast. It was something we always look forward to because my mom would make seafood bouillabaisse and all sorts and all kinds of appetizers. We'd take the church that always closed down in the wintertime and we'd open it up and we'd do a Christmas play. So much fun. We'd have all of our neighbors and the food and the laughter, and I'm sure there was cocktails involved. Okay. And then we're gonna just take a couple of scallions. This kind of brings me back to that. Now we're ready to assemble these quesadillas. So this is a brown rice tortilla, and you can typically find these in the frozen gluten-free aisle at the grocery store. Just place one in the pan. You're gonna take some of the avocados. Then we're gonna add some tomatoes. You can make it look nice and pretty because when you cut into this, you want everyone to get a bite of the avocado and the tomato, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit, and then some fresh scallions, a couple tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Perfect. Now, we need a little bit of food glue here. So I'm going to take this brown rice tortilla. I'm going to add just a touch of pure maple syrup and just spread it around. See, you really can use maple syrup for almost anything. And then just give it a nice smush. Okay, now these quesadillas are only going to cook for about a minute or two per side until it's nice and crispy. You just want to be careful when you flip them because the first side does not have any food glue. There we go. While that's cooking, we're going to get going on the sauce. The sauce actually has more ingredients in it than the quesadilla does, but I promise it is bursting with flavor. So we need 3 scallions. Now you can cut these into 1-inch pieces because they're going right into a blender. Two cloves of garlic peeled and the little ends cut off. 1 whole bunch of fresh cilantro. You're just going to want to give that a rough chop. So 1 bunch of fresh cilantro. We're going to do a tablespoon of fig jam. 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. Just give it a good push. I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Now if you have cumin at home, you can add a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup of fresh local honey. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and 1/4 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Just put that all together and then we're just going to blend this until it's a nice creamy sauce. When the sauce is done, it looks like this. It is gorgeous. All right, we're just going to put that in a little serving bowl. It smells so good. All right, and here's our quesadilla. We're going to give it a nice little cut. Nice and crisp. It's so easy. Serve it right on the cutting board, no fuss. Put a little jar of your sauce and let everybody just come up and enjoy. All right, come on, guys. All right. Now that we've eaten.
And you didn't save 1 piece?
Oh, Dad! Well, something that I did save for you, Dad, is dessert. We're going to make a delicious no-bake cheesecake. Coming right up. I'm going to go right in the kitchen now and grab it. Well, the tree is almost decorated. We've had lots of fun. There's been games, there's been lots and lots of laughter, and of course, fabulous food. But I think we've all been saving room for dessert. This is super simple to make if you're having a party, and the best part about it is you don't have to bake anything. So I'm going to be making this no-bake cheesecake, and I've got one very special ingredient here. This is Argyle Cheese Farmer Greek yogurt, my favorite Greek yogurt in the whole world. And this is plain, and we're gonna take 2 cups, which is 1 small jar of the Greek yogurt, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It just smell the holidays. And then here's something that you might not expect, the zest of a lemon. All right, so when you're grating your lemon to get the zest, you wanna make sure that you don't get down to the white part. That's called the pith, and it's very, very bitter. You just want this bright yellow part of the skin. And what I do is I do maybe 2 or 3 little scrapes like that, and I check it. And if I'm just starting to see a little bit of white through, I stop. But then I know that however many times I ran it up and down my rasp, that's how many times I can go around the whole lemon. That's it. So how simple is that? 5 ingredients. And I just mix it. It smells just like cheesecake. Now for the cheesecake part. It's so simple. Again, snickerdoodle right in the bottom of the jar. Give it a good press. These are gluten-free snickerdoodles available at almost all supermarkets, right in the gluten-free aisle. And that cheesecake mixture on top. Level it off. And then we're gonna add a few cherries. Now, who doesn't love cherry cheesecake? That's it, and you've got a delicious cheesecake. This one I'm gonna taste.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas! Woo!
I got Amy's gift right here, and it's not maple syrup. She's just gonna have to do without.
That's great.